Barcelona's January transfer plans are heating up, and Joao Cancelo could be right back on the agenda. With Hansi Flick pushing for defensive reinforcements, Barca are weighing up a crucial decision: sign a new center-back, or bring Cancelo back to unlock Jules Koundé in central defense. In today's video, we break down Barcelona's interest in Joao Cancelo, why he's ready to wait for a return to Camp Nou despite strong interest from Inter, and what Fabrizio Romano has revealed about the situation. Plus, we react to Barcelona's dramatic 2-0 derby win over Espanyol, where Joan García delivered a world-class performance, Dani Olmo scored a stunning late winner, and Fermín López changed the game off the bench. From transfer updates to match reactions and player ratings, this is everything Barca fans need to know right now, so make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get into it. Barcelona are in the market for a new defender, as they seek to improve Hansi Flick's options for the second half of the season. The plan is for a center-back to arrive, but if an acceptable signing cannot be made in this area, alternative arrangements could be made. One such alternative move could be to go for a right-back, which would allow Jules Koundé to be considered for a return to his natural central defensive position. Joao Cancelo would be the leading target in this regard, given that he has been made available by Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal. Barcelona have already made inquiries to understand Cancelo's situation and the demands of a possible deal. As for the player himself, he would be prepared to hold out for a return to Catalonia despite strong interest from Inter, as revealed by Fabrizio Romano, via Sport. At the moment, Joao still has a small hope of becoming a Barcelona player. Before answering any other club, he wants to know what's going on with Barcelona. If they finally decide to go ahead with the signing of Cancelo, I think he will go to Barcelona. Should Barcelona look to re-sign Cancelo? As far as options go, Cancelo would be a good one for Barcelona, as long as he can be signed on favorable terms. He'd be a suitable fit for Flick's attacking style of play, and his ability to operate on either flank means that Alejandro Balde would also have better competition for his place at left-back. For now, no decision has been made from Barcelona in terms of moving for Cancelo. They are running out of time to make one, given that Al Hilal want him to leave, and Inter are pushing hard to secure his services for the second half of the season. Hansi Flick was refreshingly honest after Barcelona's win over Espanyol, admitting that the result owed a huge amount to goalkeeper Joan García. Speaking after the match at the RCD Stadium, the Barcelona manager conceded that his side were not at their best and were fortunate to come away with all 3 points. Flick made it clear that without Garcia's outstanding performance between the posts, the outcome could have been very different. The German coach praised the goalkeeper for his composure and decisive saves, stressing that Garcia was the key reason Barcelona managed to survive Espanyol's pressure and eventually secure the victory. According to Flick, the keeper's display showed just how important he has become to the team during this stage of the season. Garcia put on a show against his former team to help Barcelona win 2-0, thanks to late goals from substitutes Dani Olmo and Robert Lewandowski. Flick felt his team were fortunate to take the 3 points and knew how important his goalkeeper was to the victory. "We didn't deserve it, I will be honest. I have to say thank you to Joan Garcia because he played unbelievable. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the world," he told reporters afterwards. "He's been fantastic. I think he'll never forget what he experienced here. Manolo gave him the confidence to play. Now he's with us and he's had an incredible performance. He's having a great season. He was one of the key players in the victory. I've spoken to him, but he seemed the same as always, calm, confident, focused, and that's why he played at that level. You watch today's game and you see how important he is to have. I'm happy to have him with us." Barcelona will now turn their attention to the Spanish Super Cup, with a semi-final showdown against Athletic Club set to take place in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday. After the hard-fought derby win over Espanyol, Fermín López shared his thoughts on the match and his influence after coming off the bench. The young midfielder played a decisive role, contributing to both late goals that sealed the 2-0 victory. Fermín admitted that Barcelona didn't deliver their best performance but highlighted the importance of getting the result in such a high-pressure game. He stressed that derby matches are always special for the fans and said the team showed maturity by making the most of their chances when it mattered. He also underlined the value of squad depth, explaining that every player must be ready to contribute, whether starting or coming on as a substitute. For him, helping the team secure all 3 points was the most important thing. The Barcelona midfielder didn't forget to praise Joan García, who produced an outstanding display against his former club. Fermín acknowledged the goalkeeper's crucial role in the win, describing his performance as key to keeping Barcelona in the game before the late goals arrived. "Joan is spectacular. We know he's a fantastic goalkeeper. The match was difficult for him because of the pressure and he played a great game. We're very happy that he's a Barcelona player, he added. I don't know if we're favorites or not, the league is very long but we're in a good run right now and we have to maintain our lead over Real Madrid. Joan García 10, Fermin 9, Espanyol 0-2 Barcelona. Player ratings. The RCD Stadium saw Barcelona take on Espanyol in their first game of 2026 last night in a match that was far tighter than recent Catalan derbies have been. Both teams had their fair share of chances in the first half which eventually ended goalless. Hansi Flick brought Fermin Lopez on for Rashford after the break, giving Barcelona a better structure to improve their potency in attack. However, that too did not help Barcelona open the scoring as both goalkeeper produced stunning saves to keep their sides in the game. In the end, however, Dani Olmo scored a stunning golazo out of virtually nothing in the dying minutes of the game to hand the team all 3 points. Lewandowski then doubled the lead minutes later. Barça Universal brings you the player ratings from Espanyol 0-2 Barcelona. Joan García, 10. The former Espanyol goalkeeper had the spotlight shining bright on him throughout the game as he took to the field against his former team at the RCD Stadium in a hostile atmosphere. Despite having the pressure on him, however, Garcia was phenomenal in goal for Barcelona. He made one decent save and one extraordinary save in the first half, denying Espanyol a sure-shot goal with a reflex touch just past the half-hour mark. Made yet another stunning save to deny a 1v1 situation for Espanyol, capping off a complete display. Ended the game with 6 saves from inside the box. Alejandro Bald, 8. The fullback played a very attacking game against Espanyol, constantly pushing forward in attack and overlapping with Rashford to create an attacking threat. His crosses lacked the juice required but his transition play was excellent. Gerard Martin, 7. Martin played out a decent game, read the proceedings well, and positioned himself with discipline. He was pushed by Garcia when he got in the way of the goalkeeper's path to the ball and ended up inadvertently making a crucial save as well. Pau Cubarsí, 7.5. Cubarsí looked far more composed than he did at the end of 2025, played with a clear head, and excelled with his decision-making and distribution. Did not jump into hasty challenges that could jeopardize the team's chances but instead played the patient game and won the ball back eventually, playing it out with poise time and time again. Jules Kound, 7. Kound too took up a relatively higher attacking responsibility on the night, albeit not as much as Bald was on the opposite flank. He linked up well with Yamal in tight spaces but lacked the killer instinct with his crosses. Eric Garcia, 8. Garcia started as a pivot once more for Barcelona and did a tidy job in maintaining possession and ensuring adequate ball circulation. Did a good defensive job as well, racking up yet another complete performance. Frenkie de Jong, 7.5. The Dutchman started alongside Garcia in midfield and was tasked with leading the midfield as the manager opted to hand Pedri some additional rest. De Jong did a good job in doing so, although one could argue that he should have played slightly more directly and with more verticality at times. Lamine Yamal, 9. Yamal was Barcelona's most lively attacker throughout the first half as he constantly threatened to dribble down the right flank and create chances with balls over the top. Took a couple of shots on goal which were the team's only big chances of the first half. Kept up the same level of threat and chance creation after the break. Rafinha, 7. The Brazilian was hidden for most of the first half as he was deployed in a central role and did not get on the ball half as much as he would have liked to. Moved back to the wing after the break and played with renewed freedom and was taken off relatively early. Marcus Rashford, 6.5. Rashford stretched Espanyol's defense out decently, but his decision-making and ball control were far from ideal and often directly led to Barcelona's attack terminating prematurely. He often looked confused about his positioning when ball pushed up high, highlighting an area the duo have to work on to prevent getting into the same spaces. Ferran Torres, 6.5. The Spanish striker did not impress in the opening half, failing to control many of the balls into the box and even failing to link up with his teammates in tight positions in opposition territory. Further, he did not get on the ball as much as the manager would have liked. Fermin Lopez, 9. The academy star brought more life to Barcelona's attack but could not get into the opposition box and shooting chances like he usually does. Eventually shifted to play on the wing in the final part of the game and earned the assist for the winner. Went on to create the team's second goal all on his own and playing it wonderfully to Robert Lewandowski. Dani Olmo, 8.5. The midfielder came on only for a relatively brief cameo but ended up with the winning goal to his name with a stunning finish from distance. Needed just one touch to convert the assist into a goal in the top bins. Robert Lewandowski, 8. The Polish striker bundled the ball into the back of the net off Fermin Lopez's assist to hand Barcelona a 2-0 lead and get on the scoresheet once more. So there you have it, a massive week for FC Barcelona both on and off the pitch. Joao Cancelo remains a real possibility if the conditions are right. Joan García has proven why Flick trusts him between the posts. And once again Barca showed resilience when it mattered most. With the Spanish Super Cup clash approaching, the transfer window ticking down, and Real Madrid chasing in the title race, every decision now could define the rest of the season. Do you think Barcelona should re-sign Joao Cancelo? Was Joan García the best player on the pitch against Espanyol? And can this squad go all the way under Hansi Flick? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for daily Barcelona news, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Visca Barça!